Welcome back, everyone. This is Super Kelly Brothers Podcast, episode 245 for the last day in March in 2024. My name's Sloan Kelly.
My name's Jody Kelly. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter, everyone. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's Easter.
Did you not get any eggs?
I did.
Oh.
Got eggs.
Kit Kat.
And
I stole this. I stole this from a party. I don't like cream eggs. I stole this from a party last night. Stole this from a party last night. It was an 80s party, 80s themed.
Uh-huh.
So, whoa!
Oh, it's good slime on the back. That's
slime
good.
on the back. Pretty good.
Nice.
He's going to float away up to the sky now.
Nice.
Because he's helium. So there it goes.
1984, 40 years ago, people were going to the cinema to watch Ghostbusters in June, and now we're watching Ghostbusters in June in the cinema.
It's not June.
Dune.
Oh, and June.
June.
Sorry,
June.
dear.
Yes. And June.
Oh, and June.
And June.
Not in June.
Not in June.
Not in June, dear. And June.
With also.
I think we're
and
going
also
to see,
with June.
I think we're going to see Dune 2 tomorrow.
Dune.
I went to see myself,
uh-huh.
but we are going to go and see it tomorrow, I think. The pictures.
Nice. You.
So that'll be my second time seeing it.
That's good. I haven't seen it yet. The first one, I watched the first one at home, so I might end up watching the first one at home again. But
I don't know.
See how
I
it
think
goes.
I
know spectacle and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I watched the first one at home, but
everyone did.
The second one definitely was worth going to see in IMAX.
Yeah,
if you
it's the last day. We're going through these days, Jody. It's the last day in March this year, which means that tomorrow is the 1st of April.
Mm-hmm.
Are you one with the pranks?
I don't like a prank.
Pranks?
I don't like a prank.
I'm not a fan either. I don't like April Fool's Day. I think it's childish and puerile.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not
like me at all.
No, exactly.
Just waving to my geeky stuff in the background there.
Yeah. So how was your week anyway?
It was good. I was off on Friday, off tomorrow. So
nice.
Yeah, been good.
And little housekeeping thing. There won't be a podcast next week. We should mention that at the top of the show. Normally, normally we bury it at the end.
Yeah.
But we should mention that you're on.
I'm traveling to Italy.
Unavailable.
Traveling to Italy.
Italia.
Uh-huh.
And I'll be holding down the fort. It's not made of air. I'll be holding the fort next week, but there won't be a podcast, unfortunately.
No.
So that won't happen. But enjoy yourself in Italy. I'm having my holidays in Scotland this year. In a wee place I like to call Hameldamy.
Hameldamy?
Right. Hameldamy. And we should also mention, of course, the fact that Jody shaved off his beard, which is freaking me out.
Yeah, God, I feel as if I took it out with tweezers this morning. It was I was at a party last night, and I don't know if you can show the picture, but I was dressed up in 80s garb, and I had a moustache and a mullet. And when I shaved off his moustache this morning, it just ripped off. It was so bloody sore, and it's quite kind of a bit rashy.
So it'll take me a while to find it.
I wasn't gonna wander about with a moustache on. See, last night when I had a few beers in me, I was like, I don't know, I might keep this moustache thing going on. But then, no.
You should have kept. I think you should have kept the moustache. Like, just got rid of the handlebar bits of it, and
just have it straight.
The moustache, just a straight thing. Because then it would have grown in at the bottom there, and it would have been fine. I think.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Answers on a postcard below. What should Jody have done?
I'll not say what Sloan said when I said that I moisturised this morning after shaving. Anyway.
Oh dear. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play the intro to What's the Tea, but I need to just run over there because the Wi-Fi is not great, and I suspect it's because this house is made of what can only be described as 400-year-old brick that does not let Wi-Fi in it. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to open the door to let the Wi-Fi in.
Let the Wi-Fi in.
I'll be 2 seconds, but I'll play the jingle.
Sloane's just backing the Wi-Fi in just now.
Just like, come on in. It's fine. Come on in. It's quite an old house, this, and the walls are about that thick, but they're like proper walls. They're not like dry walls; they're like proper walls. And
then the inside walls, you mean?
The inside walls, yeah, are like walls.
Aye.
So
we're
basically,
talking
unless
walls.
you're sitting, we're talking walls here.
We're talking structural problems. We're talking.
So unless you're sitting on top of the router Skeeter, you're not. Shout out to all the Harry Potter fans out there. You're not going to get a good signal.
No.
And everything runs from Wi-Fi in this house as well. So
you get hardwired, man. Hardwired. That's what it's at.
I know you got to hardwire it.
Yeah, Ethernet it all up. Woo!
Exactly. Yeah.
Shout out Ethernet fans.
Yeah.
That's all about. Let's go on with this.
Okay. All right. Okay. So sad news. A couple of sad stories here. So, Louis Gossett Jr. Died at the weekend. There, 87 he was. He's the guy that he said in Officer and a Gentleman, "You're worthless. You're weak. What are you even doing here?" And Richard Gere replies,
I don't know. I've not seen that film.
"Because I've got no place else to go."
Ah.
I think I'm pretty sure that's the movie.
Was he the first black actor to win Best Supporting Actor?
Maybe. I think it mentions it down here.
I think that's his claim to fame. There you go.
Yep, film Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, the first black performer to win the Supporting Actor Oscar.
See, I do know some stuff.
There you go. He's more famously known by us, though, for this movie.
Iron Eagle. I knew you were going to say that. Yeah.
Because I don't know him from anything else other than those two movies.
The lesser-known Top Gun ripoff.
Yeah. And who's this guy? Who's this chap here? I'm going to move this out the road here. Who's Jason Gedrick?
No idea.
He never worked again.
I'll tell you what, right? For my money, that's a better film than Top Gun, the original.
It's the original one. It came out before it.
Oh, so it's not even a rip-off. No, it came out before Top Gun.
Everyone thinks, this is a fun fact, kids. Everyone thinks that Iron Eagle is a rip-off of Top Gun. It's like it's the Dante's Peak to the volcano.
Yeah.
No, this actually came out first.
There you go. Well, for my money, it's a better film. Top Gun for me was just a sort of I don't know, just set pieces. Not even set pieces. There's no story, and just sort of montages of
it. Yeah, especially the volleyball scene. The volleyball scene is the classic one. There's a good theory about Top Gear. I won't mention it.
Top Gun.
Top Gun. Top Gear. There's a good theory about Top Gun, and it's. I think it holds water. The theory, but I'll let you guys Google that yourselves.
Oh, you can't do that.
Well, it's basically Maverick is choosing between homosexuality and heterosexuality.
Yes, I have seen that.
And basically he chooses at the end which one to go for.
Yes, so. Because there's quite a lot of gay vibes in that movie.
But again, it was the 80s though, so I mean it was that.
No, that's true.
That was,
yeah.
That was the way of the 80s.
Yeah.
Everything was a bit more fluid.
Yeah,
Probably
I hadn't seen Top Gun until like before Maverick came out, and I thought, right, I'll watch Top Gun and see if it's any good. And we couldn't get through. We couldn't get through half an hour of it. It was just rubbish. The second one is so much better. It really is.
I have not seen the first one, and I haven't seen the second one.
Well, the second one's so much better. There's an actual story in the second one.
Yeah.
There's no
Have you
story
seen
in the
Days of
first one.
Thunder?
I think I went to see that in the cinema with Nicole Kidman.
Did you?
I think so, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Bloody hell. That's another Tony Scott, Tom Cruise joint.
Poor old Tony Scott killed himself. Remember?
Yeah.
Off a bridge.
Yeah.
Threw himself off a bridge.
I know. Easy.
Brother to Ridley.
Yep. Friend. And also in sad news as well, this news, I don't know if you know who Chance Perdomo is, but he's
I read this today. Mm-hmm. He was in
27.
Gen V.
Yes. He's
spin-off.
the oh god, he's one of the main cast. What's his name? He plays like an ex Soup's son. In it. So yeah, sad news. I mean, obviously,
Motorcycle accident.
Yeah. So
see, when that nice weather comes out and the bikers, they just take too many risks, man.
Yeah.
I hope. I don't know how he died, but
and you just said bike accident. Didn't say anyone else was involved.
Right. That's a horrible one.
It says down here. Yeah. Started on Andre. That's his name. Andre from Amazon Prime's Gen V.
Yeah.
Great character as well. There. There's a motorcycle crew.
Yeah, who knows? I know only 27. Who knows what he could have became?
I know. Yeah. Sadly, joining the 27 club.
Of course. Yeah.
As well.
Very sad indeed. Although I think the 27 club were kind of more.
It's usually self-destructive musicians like Janis Joplin.
Amy Winehouse.
What's his face? Amy Winehouse.
Jim Morrison.
Cobain, Jimi Hendrix.
Yep. Yeah, all those ones.
Yeah. In fact, was that Anton Chekhov? Was he not 27 as well? The guy that you get run over by the Jeep.
What was he?
I think it was. Yeah. Anyway, for Denis Villeneuve.
Denis
Villeneuve. Denis. That's not.
We definitely wouldn't get a copyright strike for that.
No, definitely not. No. I see the club card prices still haven't changed the logo. Get on that, Tesco.
Yeah, exactly.
Warned by the courts. So Denis Villeneuve's Dune films finally pass $1 billion at the global box office. This is both of them. It's a bit cheeky.
Combined.
I think this one combined. So despite the fact that the first one was day and date on streaming, release date and date on streaming, it still manages to get to $1 billion at the box office. So I'm glad for that. Maybe he will work on Dune Messiah. I think they will.
Do it. That means that the second one significantly overrode the first one in box office terms.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know the actual figures are there. Just scroll by Lady Jessica there. Dune Part 2 combined gross total of 575 million. And then the other one is and it's 341 there, and then another 190 from there, and some odd. So
Dune Part 2 is eyeing a lifetime global gross of around 700 million.
700 million, yeah.
So it must have mean roughly that 300 million went to the first one.
Yeah. That
was straight on to HBO, though, isn't it?
That's like Wayne Gretzky and his brother are the only brothers in the National Hockey League to have scored a combined 1,000 goals.
Right.
Wayne Gretzky's brother scored 1, and Wayne Gretzky scored 999.
There you go. That's all right.
There you go. Combined 1,000.
Mm-hmm. That's like you and me, our achievements.
Started a podcast together.
We've got how many did you have in your podcast? 15,000?
It's 16.
16. So we combined 16,091
and 91. Yeah,
quite incredible, really.
Yeah.
When you think about it.
Actually, it's 16,150 if you want to be accurate.
Well, I can't do sums like that, so that's fine. I'll just keep it simple. Don't put me in the spot.
Anyway, so there's the global box office there. So June, but well, it's not too different though. It's 431 million for June, and then 574 for June Part 2. So
yeah, well, not too far off it, actually.
Close.
Yeah, not pretty close. Okay.
Yeah. Let's hope Warner Brothers gives the green light. You know what the Warner Brothers is like these days, where they'll go, oh yeah, sure, you should go and make your movie, and then they
Did
write it off.
Did they put Dune 1 out prior to the second one, just to kind of refresh everybody in the cinemas?
I don't think they did.
I don't think they did. Up the figures a little bit.
No, I don't think they did. No.
They'll definitely show that as a double bill, though, at some point.
Oh wait, hold on. No, I'm telling a lie. I'm looking at the words right now, and it says a recent 1 week re-release.
There you go.
So you could go and watch it together.
Yeah, so that probably bumped it up a little bit.
Yeah, we sat and watched it in the living room the other day there, and it's such a great movie, Dune.
Mm-hmm. We watched it last 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
I think so. That's why Danny wants to see the second one now.
Yeah, I've watched Dune more in the last year than I have rewatched Star Wars stuff. So,
well,
there you go.
That's coherent.
Maybe. Yes, it has story and plot and believable characters.
Yeah,
and everyone's great in it. Everyone, bar no one. So, yeah. Well, let's hope the Acolyte fixes that, Jody.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. Did you order a Spinal Tap sequel 40 years after the first one?
I did. Where is it?
Well, good news. Fran Drescher has signed up for it
to direct.
No, she's Bobby Fleckman. You know.
Never. Seriously?
Yeah, she's coming back as Bobby Fleckman. So the original 3 are going to be there. So Harry Shearer, Nigel Fitzhume the third, his name is, and Gregory Hines in the middle there. They're all coming back, as is Rob Reiner, who's directing it.
Well, is he? Very good.
So he's coming back.
Why is it taking so long?
40 years, Jody. No one really wanted it.
I think people did.
My guess is that they were taking the same route as Tron. Let's see if they really want it.
Wait a minute, it was supposed to be a third Tron as well.
That's coming out. They're working on it. They're working as hard as they can on it.
Right, okay.
You know, as usual for Tron movies. So we'll see it in another 10 years.
Right, okay. Well, we'll see it. I mean, I was pleased with the second one. I think we both were.
Yeah, I love the second one.
Yeah.
Again, it's when you watch Ant-Man and Quantumania, you're going like, this is the plot for Tron Legacy.
Yeah,
100%. This is the plot for Tron Legacy.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was in quite heavy rotation at one point in our house. Tron Legacy. I've seen it quite a number of times.
I tell you, it was in heavy rotation for me for Tron Legacy. The soundtrack, I'm still listening to that.
Oh yeah, that's a great soundtrack.
13 was it? 13 years? No, 15 years later.
Gives me goosebumps. That
information.
Magic.
What did it look like?
Oh, stop it!
The circuits like freeways.
Oh, stop!
And then one day you got in. I got in.
I'm getting the feels.
Oh, so good. Anyway, so yeah, Spinal Tap coming back. Oh, they're going to feature cameos from drummers Chad Smith and Lars Ulrich.
Oh, okay. I wonder if it's going to be one of those ones then that Dave Grohl's going to turn up and stuff, and it's going to be a
bit of a cameo fest.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
don't you?
Word up, Jody.
What?
Word up.
Cameo. All right, okay. Right.
I don't know, my dinger thing. Sorry.
That doesn't deserve that dinger.
Ding.
Where is your dinger?
It's packed. It's in a box somewhere. I don't know.
Why did you not bring your dinger?
I don't know. Because you try and explain that through customs.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? What's this for, sir? Well,
it's I do a podcast.
It's when I do a dad joke and move along.
Just in case anyone missed it, I do a ding. Get out of here.
Yeah. You should have an animated tumbleweed. That's what you should have. For any dad joke.
Do you know what I'm going to look at? Well, I'd love to do that, but I've only got one screen, so I can't see you here. I'm just looking at a little white dot.
Once you get all set up. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. I should get a little picture of you up here so that I can look at it when I'm doing the slideshow things.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's coming out soon. I think they're working on it just now. I don't know if there's been a release date for it. I can't believe it's been 40 years and they're thinking about doing a...
I know, I mean, what age are they? They must be in their 70s.
Sequel. Must be,
Jesus.
Michael McKean, Christopher Guest, who's married to Jamie Lee Curtis, Harry Shearer, who we saw in the Edinburgh Fringe.
Mm-hmm.
And I was desperate to go to the toilet because we'd been to we'd been to several bars before going there.
Mm-hmm.
And I really had to go. And the only way out was past the stage.
No.
And I thought, if I just sneak out between songs, no one will say anything. And Harry Shearer said, "Where are you going?"
Oh, no.
I was like,
really?
I need to go to the toilet. And he goes, "We can wait when you come back." And I went, "No, I don't want."
No, really? Oh, God.
I'm like, "Oh, please, God, no." And then it said no returns. And the security guy goes, "Do you want to go back in?" I went, "Hell no." Nope, not happening. I'll wait out here. And it was like 3 songs.
You never went back in?
No, it was his wife was doing it, and he was just playing bass for her. She was like a keyboard player, singer, songwriter from Wales.
Oh, so it was like a serious concert?
Yeah. It was a proper gig.
It wasn't a joke, right?
No, it wasn't a joke. No.
Right.
He did like a couple of Mr. Burns impersonations to like placate the audience who were going like, "Hey, it's Harry Shearer," but he didn't, didn't do anything. So, Questlove signed up for Elton John, Paul McCartney, and it's currently filming in New Orleans.
Excellent.
Coming out at some point.
Well, we'll be watching it.
We'll be watching it. Yep, definitely. Loved it. It was a rite of passage if you were in a band in the 80s. You had to watch Spinal Tap.
Aye, absolutely.
Mark Ruffalo's World War Hulk movie will reportedly force the Avengers to reunite again to face an even bigger threat. Could this be Mark Ruffalo's Hulk movie? I don't know.
Yes, is the answer.
I would say he's getting a bit old to play the Hulk, but it's all CGI. So
do you know? I think Ruffalo's brilliant. I really like him.
I like Ruffalo. He was really good in Poor Things. I don't think we mentioned we talked about Poor Things, but he was amazing in Poor Things.
He's so bloody good in it. So good. Yeah.
Just completely 180'd the Mark Ruffalo typical character.
Yeah.
He plays this. For those of you who haven't watched it, he plays this utter cad of a man who has zero, and I mean zero, redeeming features. None. Not a thing.
True.
He's just the worst. Think of the worst human being and then go, it can't be possibly that bad, and then think to yourself, no, he's 10 times worse. He's utterly despicable.
It's the fact that he thinks that no spoilers, but it's the fact that he thinks that he can manipulate Bella.
Yes.
And it's the total opposite. It's so funny.
It's really good. He does not play against type in that.
She winds him right down.
Yeah. It is a weird movie. A little bit too long. but it's good. I think it deserved the Oscars that it won, and certainly she deserved the Oscar for Best Actress. What an amazing performance!
Fearless, brilliant,
so good. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I'm all for a Hulk movie. Let's see what happens. I mean, it's this is all going to be tied into Universal Studios because they own the rights for it and things. So maybe they've sandpapered over that. I don't know. They've papered over that thing there. I don't know. But yeah, they're talking about the World War Hulk. It brings in the comic book version of it brings in pretty much everybody in Marvel. So like Iron Man is in it and so on. So I don't know how they're going to do that in this one. Whether it's going to be an alternative Iron Man. Because I can't imagine RDJ coming back for this. Because that would at this point in the game, I think it feels a bit of a cop out. I would love to see more RDJ as Tony Stark, but
although do you know this could turn it around for Marvel this one, because if they bring back a lot of the big characters all in one, it could turn things back around. In favour of Marvel. I could see them bringing in. How they were. Remember they were talking about doing Tom Cruise as Iron Man and Doctor Strange. They're bringing all this multiverse stuff in. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Bring Iron Man back in some fashion, but bring him back some big actor. But then you don't want to overshadow the Mark Ruffalo if it's his movie. But they do that all the time in Marvel, don't they?
Well, exactly. I mean, Civil War was technically a Captain America movie, but it was really an Avengers movie.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, definitely.
But it would be interesting if they could bring. I mean, this is the original gang here, so you get Hawkeye, Captain Puerto Rico, Thor, Black Widow, Iron Man, and Hulk as well. Mm-hmm. So it'd be nice to see them back together again, in some capacity. But like I said,
Black Widow's
feels like if you Black Widow's dead, Iron Man's dead, Tony Stark's dead. So spoilers, by the way, for those of you who have not watched a 7-year-old movie. And Thor's retired.
So
technically.
Yeah,
and Hawkeye's retired as well.
I think it's time.
He got deaf because of the Chitauri.
Oh yeah, that's right. I think it's maybe time for us to see them back.
Back again, yeah.
People want it.
Yeah.
Get the gang back together.
Well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not making any promises. I'll see what I can do. I'll talk to Kevin Feige, who's coats in a shaky peg, but we'll see what happens. New Pirates of the Caribbean. Jerry Bruckheimer, the man himself, has said that it's going to be a reboot.
Yes. Is it not a female Jack Sparrow they're doing, and is it not going to be Charlize Theron?
No. It's going to be a reboot. They were talking about doing an all-female cast,
and then they saw how bad the Ghostbusters thing went, and they went, "No, let's not do that."
Possibly might have been that, yeah. But that's sort of kind of maybe still in the works. But the next Pirates movie is going to be basically a soft reboot of the franchise, bringing in a whole bunch of new characters, and introducing the audience to those people, and then going on from there.
Yeah. They were great movies. I really liked them all. I really enjoyed them.
Who knew that a Disney World ride or a Disneyland attraction would become a great movie franchise?
I know.
Like, who predicted that? Like, we went to see it because we were like, oh, we like the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, but we didn't think it'd be a good movie. And that bit where Jack Sparrow walks off the remains of his ship onto the pier, it's like, I'm in.
I know.
This is great.
That was it. I think he made it, though. He definitely made it. Johnny Depp, the Jack Sparrow character. That was a big pull for. That was one of his biggest, if not his biggest character he's ever played.
And the famous lines of dialogue as well. You're quite possibly the worst pirate I've ever heard of, but you have heard of me.
It's so good. They're all good.
It's brilliant.
I've watched them all. We went through a kind of binge them, and we watched them all, and they're just so good, man. So good.
Yep. Even the one with Javier Bardem.
Yeah. I mean, they've got big shoes to fill. Remaking these movies or whatever they're doing, rebooting, whatever.
Reboot, remake, whatever.
Big shoes, man.
Should we do trailers? Do a little bit.
Yeah. Just before we do that, by the way, can I just say that there was a story that I was going to share, and Oppenheimer's been released in Japan finally.
Oh, really?
Very mixed opinion about it, which I thought was kind of just an interesting thing to bring up. Obviously, it's a bit of a sore point with Japan because that was the bomb that landed in Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Was it?
Was in here?
Yeah. It's a very weird one, isn't it? To release over there when it's so much hurt was involved.
Shush. I don't know why you started, but I don't like it.
Trigger warnings.
Oppenheimer's been released in Japan with trigger warnings.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Understandably so.
Yeah.
Given the fact that,
Yeah, I do think they did it. They definitely did it in a kind of we're American gung ho fashion. I think it helped the fact Christopher Nolan's an English director, so it probably helped a little bit that it wasn't Tony Scott or somebody doing it.
Yeah, I think as well. They did. Yeah, they didn't focus on the bombs that were dropped. They focused very much on Trinity, the actual project itself. So that probably helped.
And internal politics that were involved as well in it, the sort of implications of it and stuff like that.
Well, there was all the McCarthyism stuff as well, when you're communist and all that kind of stuff that was going on as well. Although that was later after the Second World War. Right,
it wasn't like a Jerry Bruckheimer. That was probably a better example. Imagine he'd done Oppenheimer.
Yeah, or Michael Mann.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, or what's his name? Bay. Sorry, not Michael Mann. Michael Bay.
Michael Bay.
Anyway, here is
yeah. So here we go.
Penguin as the Penguin. This looks. This could almost be cut footage from the Batman.
Absolutely.
It looks exactly this. This is the same director as well.
Is it Matt Reeves?
Matt Reeves, yeah.
Doing the TV show?
Yep.
All right. So he's obviously the showrunner or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he won't direct all the stuff. I mean, how good does Colin Farrell look in that?
He looks amazing. And it goes through, I think he's got his lift shoes on there as well.
Yeah. It's unbelievable.
He goes and tells a story about this mob boss that was feared, and he would rather be feared than hated.
Yeah.
And he talks this big thing, and then eventually it erupts into the sort of violence that you're seeing here. But that's I can't remember the name of the actress's name, but she was in Wolf of Wall Street. She played Jordan Belfort's first wife, and also in USS Callister as well.
All right, okay.
I want to say it's not Christina Milian, but it's something like that.
No, this looks good, man. I'm up for that. I don't know how we're going to see it, whether it will come on in
HBO Max or it'll be
in Atlantic here, maybe. Usually Max shows come on here in Sky Atlantic, so hopefully we'll get it that way.
Does it Now TV as well? Does that not show a lot of HBO stuff?
Now TV's pretty much Sky, so yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh,
okay. Yeah, it's just their kind of online service.
Yeah. And then this one here, this is Jerry Seinfeld's new movie,
right?
And it's the story of Pop-Tarts,
right?
and you obviously recognise Melissa McCarthy there.
Yes.
But yeah, it's the story of how Pop-Tarts came to be.
Do you know they're the most unhealthy thing you could ever put in your mouth? They're absolutely disgusting.
It's Post cereal and Kellogg's cereal, and how they're trying to vie for this delivery mechanism for cereal.
Mm-hmm. It's Amy Schumer as well.
Yeah, Amy Schumer's in it. Yeah, I think it looks good.
Do you know there's been a few of these? There was the blueberry one, sorry, blackberry one movie. There was
dear, he's a bit problematic.
Who was that?
James Marsden.
Problematic, is he? Don't tell me that. Seriously.
Yeah, did you not see? I think probably. Cast of hundreds in this.
Was that Bill Burr?
That's Bill Burr.
Jeez.
Yeah. He's probably just got all the comedians in cars getting coffee. Jack Breyer as well.
This looks good.
Yeah.
I'm up for this.
Bit of fun. And what's his name? Jim Gaffigan's in it as well. That's him now.
He's good, man. I like him.
He's good.
Yeah, there was a Nike movie as well, wasn't there?
It's Hugh Grant. Yeah,
Hugh Grant.
He plays the.
This looks good. I like the Rice Krispies guys as well.
Yeah,
that was fun. Why is it taking Jerry Seinfeld so long to in between movies? His last one was the B movie, as far as I know.
He's a billionaire. He doesn't care.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah.
Oh, it's coming on Netflix. Even better.
Yep, it looks really good. I thought it looked so much fun.
It sure does.
We bit of fun, little fun. You wanna talk about what you watched this week?
This could be quick.
Shall we? Just realised I had that stovepipe thing coming out of the top of my head again. Inverted top kit.
Aye.
407 years ago.
Abraham Lincoln.
That's right.
We watched 127 Hours, the Danny Boyle movie about the Sinnold movie. Probably everybody knows it.
James Franco.
It's very, very good. It's a hard watch, some of it, because it's so bloody difficult, what he went through, the guy. Really well made movie. I mean, Danny Boyle's so inventive with his camera work and stuff like that, and things, so
yeah,
I've seen it before. Me and Evelyn went to see it in the cinema, and that have you seen it? No,
what?
I take it you've not seen it.
No, I've not seen it. You kind of cut out for a wee
second. Oh right, sorry. No, you've not seen it.
No,
I think it's on. I think we got it on Netflix. I think.
Okay.
We didn't have to pay for it or nothing. It was on Netflix. So yeah, that was good. Bit of a hard watch, some of it, but really, really well made movie. James Franco's a great actor. I know he's had some issues as well lately.
Yeah, he's acting school.
Yeah, he was a bit touchy-feely or whatever. Don't know what was going on there, but it's a bit of a shame when you hear that about people like that, taking advantage or whatever he was doing.
Yeah.
We finished Dick Turpin.
Oh, okay. Right, I need to go back and watch that.
Which was just terrific, brilliant. Only 6 episodes. It's I hate it when these things finish and like. Is that it? That was brilliant.
What did you?
It was really, really good. Brilliant. I'm still not finished Three Body Problem. I'm at episode 6.
Oh, I so wanted you to finish it so I could talk about it because I really want to talk about this show.
I did want to talk about it as well. I'm in episode 6, so I'll have finished for next time. But there's some. Oh my god, there's some stuff.
Stay tuned for another 2 weeks, folks.
Oh man, it's like the more, like you said, the more you you see, you're like, Jesus, wow, what, whoa,
I know.
Um,
It was a non-stopper. It was an absolute page turner for me. I could not stop watching that show. I was thinking about it.
Yeah.
Like I was in I was on the train and I was thinking about it. Folk were talking to me. I was like, what? Like all this kind of stuff because I was thinking about it too much. Like it's just such
a well
like
made. It's a really well made program, and
and I love the. Can I spoil it just a wee bit? It's a bit like there's a bit in Austin Powers where one of the henchmen's going, "Ah!" and he's coming at him with like a steamroller.
Yeah,
it's a bit like that.
Right.
Like that's essentially the plot of it. But there's so much more than that.
The bit with the ship when it goes past
the ship, the fleet,
two metal poles through the. No, the ship that the religious guy is on, the Jonathan.
Oh, that was nuts as well.
My God, that was bonkers. I was like, what? It's like, why is it the guy's like that in the kind of booth? Why is it not working? She's like, it is working. And then you see this guy just get sliced in half, and then the whole thing.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the heck? Wow.
It's when it turns and it heads into the bank, and then you see it all like separate. Like like when you get like a set of coasters and you go like that and spread them out from the top, it looks like that. I was like, God, that's insane.
What a scene.
So good.
I don't want to spoil it.
And I loved there was all the kind of Chinese Communist Party era stuff as well. That was amazing. I mean, like all the politics within the politics.
I mean, there's a few high concepts sci-fi shows just now. Really high concept stuff, which is great. You know, you've got your Foundations, you've got your Constellation as well.
Constellation,
which we're not quite finished yet either. Did you finish it? Which we've been enjoying. I hope it sticks to landing. We're not far away from the end of that one. We had started watching that new Apple TV show about the hotel. It's a bit White Lotus-ish looking with Kirsten in it.
Oh, Palm Springs or something.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, looks as if she's maybe a con artist or something sneaking into this kind of exclusive club. Looks as if it might be a bit of fun. What else? I think that's generally it. There's nothing we've been watching together, I don't think, just now.
Did you watch Shogun?
I've not finished Shogun yet. No. Well, it's not finished yet. Anyway, is it?
No, it's not. No.
Not every episode's up yet.
I'm one episode behind, I guess. But there's one episode in hand, I guess. That is a better way of looking at it because I've watched everything else except for this one episode. So I think I'm up to date. I just haven't watched this week's episode.
I think I'll finish off Three Body Problem, then jump back onto Shogun because we
have you seen all the canon regiment stuff for Shogun?
No.
It's brilliant.
No.
Like again, Shogun for me is I have to watch the next episode, and of course I can't watch the next episode because it's a weekly it's a weekly episode thing. So it's like
we ended up blasting The Gentleman, and
I need to go back to that as well.
So I need to go back to Shogun.
Yeah,
and I think that is pretty much it.
We started watching Hunted this week, so it's the new season of it on Channel 4. And then there's only 2 episodes of it, so we ended up going back and watching season 6, so we're started that now. So we'll probably end up blasting that.
Yeah,
which means we probably want to go back to The Gentleman, but I want to go back to that because Sam and I were both enjoying it.
Oh, it's great, brilliant.
I mean, it's really good, really good. I still can't get that bit where he's got the chicken outfit on and he's on the quad bike. He's got the cigar sticking it.
I can imagine that being like a Funko Pop or something, you know.
Yeah, 100%,
thing, you know.
And then I went to the pictures this week. David and I
to
went to the pictures. I went to pictures. I went to the View in Glasgow, in St Enoch Centre, and I sat in a recliner seat. And,
what did you see? What did you see?
About 11 billion adverts, Jody. What the heck
man,
is wrong with
honestly,
that?
jeez, bugs me.
Oh God! Why? That's all. That's all I'm going to say. Why?
Yeah, no,
Why are there so many adverts? And then you're like, okay, right, that's fine. And it darkens down. You're like, fantastic. Here's the trailers, and you go, oh my God. And then you sit through the trailers, and you go, oh, that looks quite good. Oh, that looks okay. Oh, I don't want to see that. And then you go, all right, okay. And then it darkens down even further. And then they show another bloody Corsa advert. Why?
Why indeed?
And then John Boyega shouts at you.
Why?
And then you get to watch the movie. I liked it. I'm going to say that because you haven't seen it.
You've not even told us what it is.
I went to see Ghostbusters, the Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, and it felt very similar. Not similar. That's not a good word. I had the same feelings as I did with the 1984 Ghostbusters.
Whoa.
And there was a couple of like kind of
really,
yeah, I liked it. It was the similar kind of things are at stake, and we still have to do this thing with ghosts as well.
Man, that makes me feel good.
Yeah, busting makes me feel good.
But no, that makes me feel good that you said that because I was hoping it would be good. You know,
it feels as well, and they mention it as well at the end of the movie. It says based on the 1984 film Ghostbusters by Dan Aykroyd and Harold Ramis. Doesn't mention anything else; it just mentions that. So, I mean, it makes sense because that's the original movie, but it does actually feel like that this is based. This feels like this is the sequel. Like the first sequel was more of a sort of an entremont. A sort of an amuse-bouche type thing. Let's see if this will land.
I don't know what an accoutrement is, but it seems like the right thing to say there.
An amuse-bouche. And whereas this one felt like the main act. Really enjoyed it. I like all the characters in it. They don't feel secondary. It doesn't feel like you could remove one of them. The only thing is, I think the old guard, you could probably start removing them one by, like Pete Venkman doesn't really do much in it. Ernie's there because he's the biz dev guy, and that makes sense. It makes sense to have Dan Aykroyd there because Dan Aykroyd literally believes all this stuff.
Absolutely, yeah.
So
he's the creator of it. He made it.
Be there. Well, exactly, yeah. So
it's his baby.
Yeah, I can't imagine Pete Venkman being around for long, but I can Dan and Ernie being around. Winston Zedmore, being around. So, but yeah, really enjoyed it. And then the other things we talked about, I watched the end of Constellation. Again, another one of those sitting on the train. I've got my thinking hat on. I'm like, right, okay, so, and it was. I almost had it. I was almost right with my theory about how.
Don't spoil it. I've not seen it.
I don't want to spoil it. The ending is very chilling. But that's all I'm going to say about it. I really enjoyed it. I hope they make a second season. I don't know if they will, but I hope they
do. I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it so far. So
Noomi Rapace is brilliant.
She's great. She's brilliant.
So and she's really good with her daughters.
That wee girl's a great actress. That wee girl, isn't she? Fantastic.
She's really good, yeah. Mama.
Brilliant. Really good.
Mama.
I like that guy Jonathan that was in Breaking Bad.
Jonathan Banks. Yeah.
Jonathan Banks. He's always good, isn't he?
He's really good. Do you know he was in Beverly Hills Cop?
Yes, I know. Do you know what?
He plays the cuz guy.
I know that because I thought I've seen him in loads of stuff, but I just can't think what it was. And then that cropped up, and I was like,
he's in Breaking Bad. He's in Community as well. He's in the later seasons of Community. He basically plays a replacement for Pierce.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, he's great, and he plays two great characters in this as well.
What a replacement for the Chevy Chase's character?
But no, he plays two great characters in Constellation. He plays Bud, and he plays Henry.
No, I'm talking about in Community.
Caldera. He plays the sort of an old curmudgeon in Community. He plays an old professor.
Right.
Anyway, but yeah, that's it. I don't think there's anything else to watch. No, that's it. But yeah, I can't wait to talk to you about Constellation and Three Body Problems. So go watch those things.
I'll have them done and dusted. Don't you worry.
Good. Good. Let the good television flow through you.
Indeed.
If you like what you saw, don't forget to hit the old. Why is this not working? Why is my like button not working? There it is. Don't forget to hit the old like button and share. And if you want timely reminders of when we put new content up, then you can hit the old subscribe button and notification bell, and YouTube will let you know when we have new material up. But until next time, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next episode. Thanks very much, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.